We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys 1-0 following the season-opening win last Sunday. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the number 1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it, and sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Quick slant caught by Chase. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up third down.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. Oh, good move. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So the big play there all negated by an illegal block in the back.
He knew it right away as he was doing it. You can see it in his body language. I think what hurts most is he really didn't need to do it, but he just couldn't help himself.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Burrow will throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
To kick off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And a very promising debut in week 1. Let's face it, rookie quarterback, anytime you can go out in week 1 that way and get a victory, you take that as a giant positive as a team and as a player. Now, they're working on improving his own individual play while continuing to help his team win.
He's got Humphries on the quick slant. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Johnson. He's got his target. It's Humphries. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Off the play fake. Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action. Johnson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Quickly completed to the right flat. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity?
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's...
Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Here's Johnson from the gun on 3rd down.
That is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They go play action with Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 93 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 3. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Gain of 6.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Johnson muscles him off, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Back to throw. Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Johnson now from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Johnson throwing to start the drive.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. He gets it to Humphreys. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Back to throw. Johnson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chase Brown from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain on the play. And a first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, the quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you take the fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
This pass out wide to Hall.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Booker on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 11.
Burrow looking to pass.
Able to find Higgins.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He'll try to do it himself. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He'll drop to throw. Now he will take this one in for a touchdown. Joe Burrow with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Okay, so take the nice run off the board, an illegal block in the back, and they'll be forced to try it again.
Looking to throw. Johnson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Johnson.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Burrow will throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw again.
A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
Our look around the
Scott?
NFL starts now. In Atlanta, the Falcons at home to take on the Panthers in the NFC South. And here it's Bryce Young finding T-Mac, Tetaroa McMillan. 18 yards, it's a touchdown. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Panthers.
Now Johnson from the gun on third down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Off the play fake. Johnson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's one where you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
Back to throw. Johnson.
And yet again, it's Humphries.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
It's a gain of 14 and brings up second down.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Yards on the play. And a first down.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
A gain of 14. Result is a
Off play action. Johnson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Able to slither by.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Play action. It's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
It's now third down.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Demetrius Knight coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
They'll take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Open man is Chase, complete.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big big-time sack there on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Coleman will try up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Johnson from the gun on 3rd down. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Complete to T. Higgins.
Now it's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Now Ryland for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score.
So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
21.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
19 yards. Results in a 1st down.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That's taken in by Presley.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to kick it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's got a man, complete.
Down the left sideline.
And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. And he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Johnson. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback.
His first rushing touchdown of the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
I like a fancy playbook as much as anyone, but sometimes, certain situations, they just call for doing the basics.
And that's what they did. Gave it to the big boy, and he got in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Our home team, 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. And a first down.
Burrow looking to pass. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On first down, Singleton.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They will run again with Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, and on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little stalk blocking with him. But this time, got a little too aggressive, and out came the flag.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.